Hello and welcome back, everyone, to Rocket Rabbit Commentaries run through of Burnout Paradise. In this episode, we'll be entirely using the Carson Fastback Special.
And as a side note, on our commentary, Gurdette had finally elucidated to me. It was on the tip of my tongue. The Hall of the Mountain King by Greed.
Yeah, I love the climax of that piece. It is extremely energetic.
Welcome to the Burnout Race, where you may wreck your car. There are other races, but you can all take them down.
You do not have to even attempt to do that. All you have to do is get the first one down. So fast! That is actually an interesting concept that I don't think I've explored yet. A Hall of the Mountain King remix with additional snare.
No, I mean, the cymbal crashes. I was simulating the cymbal crashes at each of those stress notes.
Cymbal crashes, snare drums. What's the main difference, Mr. Cloud?
Well, because one is metal and the other is not. Yeah. Now you got me. I mean, I was singing a lot of classical lately. I'm trying to think of other big misses that they could have had. No ballads. I mean, there are a lot of ballads in classical. Oh, you missed the turn.
I did miss the turn. Come on, take the turn.
Now you have to turn around. It's almost as this is worse than wrecking your car.
Actually, yes, it is. Missing the turn is almost always worse than wrecking, because wrecking will actually reorient you to the correct path. So.
Well, I'm just glad you don't have to cross the finish line at the correct angle.
Right.
You just have to get to the square.
That's very nice. Okay, so we found ourselves in the Hard Fort military shortcut that I don't actually want to explore because it is extremely difficult to navigate this around, mostly because of how tight this area actually is. Bink! All right, leaving. If I recall correctly, a magic flute is actually in this game, but again, it is a cooldown piece.
Shit, man. I mean, the only song I can think of from the magic flute, admittedly, is the very last song of the. It's one of the last songs of the opera, because I honestly can't remember how that opera ends. It's Papageno. That's the song that comes to mind. Pa 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 pa. Try not to crash your fucking car. I'm gonna crash. He is gonna crash. He's Burnout times 3. He is Burnout times 3. He is airborne on the highway. Yes, he's airborne on the highway, and he's gonna wreck his car.
Eventually, I will, because I don't have enough skill at the game in order to actually to hold a decent burnout chain longer than about 10, especially with vehicles with F3 or more. Mostly because we travel so goddamn much with these. You'll notice that I don't actually take a majority of the shortcuts on the west side of the map, mostly because I keep thinking very specifically that I'll end up in areas that I just can't actually get out of if I take specific shortcuts.
They are, because of the monotony of these roads. Like, there's a lot of there are trees. It's a lot of guardrails, and there are no turns, by the way, while we're at the edge of darkness on the side of Paradise City.
No, while they're on the western edge of the map, it relatively is a straight shot to where we want to go, but. I want to be on the western edge of the map for most of these specific finishes, specifically because this gives me access to the really powerful super jump shortcuts on this edge. The first one of which, of course, coming up right up this way. Isn't it right here? No, this is the end of the course. My bad.
Nice.
Whoosh! Tail swing. All right, so got 22 more wins to go. Nah. There's that jump that I like.
Nice.
The thing is, I'm trying to actually space out what events that I do, simply because it's not necessarily a good idea to just spam the same events that you already know that you can complete over and over again. Because again, the more times you do an event, the more difficult it becomes on later visits. And whoosh!
Yes, back to the world of rock and roll and rocketing off into the distance.
See, here is a classical piece that I don't know anything about. Although this does sound like the Beauty and the Beast prelude.
Race southeast to the Naval Yard.
I absolutely love the Beauty and the Beast prelude, for the record. If because how the intro of the piano plays in there, it always makes you feel, somewhat haunted.
Little city, little highway people.
No, that's what?
That's Mr. Gurnet. He took down another car while he is driving off the road. The stop signs don't stand a chance while he's flying by the seat of his pants. And he's gonna burn out on this race.
I think that track is actually called That Bell, but
It is called That Bell,
okay.
Yeah. Well, in this case, it would be That Wheel Well.
Yeah. Ah!
After it flies off of your car in a fiery heap of catastrophe.
Thankfully, we did not explode by crashing, by hitting that particular vehicle. How I'm actually doing that is very specifically, if you are pressing brake, or rather, if you're either pressing brake or not holding the accelerator when you do a partially head-on collision, you've got a relatively high chance of surviving that collision.
Any second now.
There's more vehicles, see? Like there.
Well, the higher the speed, the higher the probability of failure.
Yes, and the higher the probability of running into vehicles specifically.
Damn, cut these guys some mercy slack or something.
No, they deserve to be. They deserve to have their time sheet totally shredded by my wheel wells.
He wrecked his car.
Ouch!
He came to a sudden stop.
Okay, reoriented correctly. Let's just finish. Repairs.
Mr. Gurnet won this race, and he got another win to upgrade his license.
He drove really fast. He left them all in the dust, and then he used a genie wish to replace the Grammar Ray with something better. It didn't work.
Mr. Gurnet's looking for another race. We will see if the others stand a chance.
Now, maybe he'll do this road rule, except he's starting an event, so the road rule will have to wait for another day. Oh, we did heads up during our last license. Oh well. I think he's actually running the basic Carson Fastback as opposed to the Fastback Special. I'm not entirely sure if the one-on-one sprint courses are always against your mirror, but they feel like they're trying to do that until we actually get into the A rank stuff. Hey, we lived.
Yeah, for now. All right, was this going to be another hairline finish?
It shouldn't be a hairline finish because we still got a full mile, and he's just right
Yeah,
here.
we got plenty of time to take over. Oh, wow. Man, he just totally just flipped his car over. Nice.
Yeah, one of the stunt things that you can do whilst you're attempting to do a stunt run is there are specific jumps scattered throughout Paradise City that'll have your car go into a barrel roll, and you get a double multiplier if you successfully land those barrel rolls. But in order to do so, you effectively have to be going at max boost speed through them in order to survive them. And yeah, pretty much only the stunt vehicles can do that. The Montgomery Hyperion, I love this damn thing. I think the Montgomery Hyperion base is actually the most comfortable, one of the most comfortable vehicles in the entire game.
I think I can see him boosting. Go, baby, go. Race west to the wind farm.
Thank you, DJ Atomica. All right, we did go west during our last license. I'm not supposed to be repeating events, damn it. Ugh.
Well, you can get a win out of it.
I can't get a win out of it, thankfully.
Live to win till you die, making others fall into the dirt. Live to win it all, coming first or be the worst.
Stay in shadow is not actually in this track. It's in the Burnout 3, though. Like, the Burnout series in general has a really good OST. We're supposed to be actually commentating about the game, but to be perfectly honest, I've explained the majority of what the gameplay loop actually entails, and because we're stuck with the, because we're in the Fastback Special for this entire part, and I've already gone over that it's a good vehicle that I'm at least somewhat competent in. There's not really much else that I want to bring up about it. Although this particular turn always fucks me over.
The reason why we're harping on the music that one can experience during a game is, well, the game producer is... They made it an inseparable component of the game. I mean, you don't want to play this game with just the sound of the engine and the sound effects and crashing. And hell, you can't. Can you actually honk your horn in this game?
I don't remember if there's a horn button. I know that I haven't actually.
We don't remember if there's a horn button.
I know that exactly. I know that I've not looked for it. Is the thing, because I do recall that other racing games very specifically do have a horn button. I don't remember if the Burnout series has one or not, though. Mostly because it wouldn't actually be all that important in this game, because like the only thing that your horn would actually do functionally is either give you another satisfying sound to listen to, which, you know, with all the other sounds and music playing, it would be relatively difficult to parse it out, or allow you to attempt and fail to manipulate traffic patterns.
Right, because in the reality outside the magical land of Wreck Your Car and Reset Paradise City, the function of a car horn is to alert other vehicles to your position so you don't crash into them. However, if you're driving at fucking 126 miles per hour
or
in a
210 kilometers an hour,
you're not giving other people enough time to react.
Right.